Hi, I'm Rachel Gray. Welcome to my cooking channel. Today I'm going to show you how to make some Hootnanny pancakes. They go by a lot of different names: Hootnanny, Dutch babies, Dutch bunnies, German pancakes. They're all basically the same batter. So the first thing that we need to do is preheat our oven to 400 degrees. I grew up with these pancakes being in a large 9x13 glass dish, and my mom would just pour the whole batter in and then we'd just divide up the pancake. But my boys liked them individual, and then it made it easier for me to divide. So I just put them in a muffin tin like popovers, and the first thing that I need to do is melt a little butter in each one of these little wells. So I'm going to take half of a stick of butter, and then I'm just going to divide it into 4 tablespoons. And I'm going to do that by cutting it in half, and then in half again on each one. And then I'm going to take each one of those and divide it into thirds. And this gives me 12 little sticks of butter. And I just take those, and they don't have to be perfect, and I just put them in each little well. I'm just going to put them in the oven to melt that butter. The oven doesn't need to be all the way to 400 before you melt these. You can go ahead and put it in while it's preheating. I've taken the melted butter out of the oven. It only takes a few minutes, so keep a watchful eye on it. Now that it's melted, I'm just gonna put it aside while I put together my batter. This batter is super simple. It's just eggs, milk, flour, a little bit of sugar, and a little bit of salt. That's it. To me, it makes a difference on how you order these ingredients, how lumpy the batter is. So this is the order that I do them in. I do 4 eggs, to my 4 eggs, I'm going to add a half of a teaspoon of salt, one tablespoon of sugar, two-thirds cup of flour, and 2/3 cup of milk. You can either whisk that together with a whisk, or you can use your beater. I'm just going to take my batter and divide it evenly into these 12 wells of my muffin tin. They'll be 1/3 to half full. All we have to do is bake these in a 400-degree oven for 18 minutes, and you're done. Super easy. It's been 18 minutes and I just took these out of the oven. As you can see, they are just big and puffy, and they form like a little well. They kind of shrink as they get a little colder. But if you take one of these out, you can eat it in a variety of ways. My boys, they liked maple syrup. They would just pour maple syrup right into that little well, and then they just cut it open and the maple syrup would spill all over. You'll notice there's like a little teeny well of butter inside. Ooh, that's so yummy. I grew up with them with a little bit of raspberry jam. I really like that. Another way, just put a little teeny bit of lemon on them and sprinkle them with powdered sugar. And that's really good too. They're easy enough for every day, but fancy enough that you could have them on a nice Sunday brunch. So try this recipe for your family today. They're really gonna like it. You can find this recipe and over 200 other recipes on my blog, cookingwithrachel101.com. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe.